Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce just gave the world something nobody expected, a wedding moment so raw, so real, that even the toughest hearts in that room couldn't hold back tears. It happened on July 3rd, inside Madison Square Garden, a place built for roaring crowds and championship nights, transformed instead into the most intimate room in the world for two people who found each other in the most unlikely way. Picture this. Over 500 guests. Gigi Hadid, Lena Dunham, George Stephanopoulos, and Robin Roberts watching quietly from their seats. Adam Sandler standing at the altar, not as a movie star, but as the man trusted to guide two people into forever. And then came the vows. Not scripted, not rehearsed for cameras. Each of them had written their own words, reportedly reading them from small gold books, each set stretching almost 20 minutes long. 20 minutes of two people saying everything they had never said out loud before. 20 minutes of a football star and a global icon standing there as nothing more than two people in love, terrified and honest in front of everyone who mattered most to them. And then it happened. Somewhere in the middle of her vows, Taylor didn't just speak. She sang. Just a few lines, guests say, slipped into her words like she couldn't hold the feeling in with speech alone. Anyone who has followed her music for years knows this woman turns her whole life into song. So, of course, on the most important day of her life, singing wasn't a performance. It was the only language big enough for what she was feeling. And that's when Travis broke. You'd think the bride would be the emotional one. That's how these stories usually go. But guests who were there say it was Travis who couldn't hold it together. The man who plays through pain on national television every single week, who takes hits for a living and gets back up like it's nothing, stood there in front of everyone he loved and just cried. Not a single tear. Real, visible emotion, the kind you can't fake, the kind that tells you exactly how much someone means to you. Because that's the thing people forget about love like this. It doesn't matter how famous you are, how many stadiums you've filled, or how many championships you've won. When the person you love stands in front of you and gives you their whole heart out loud, in front of everyone, it breaks you open. It doesn't matter who's watching. George Stephanopoulos, who was there, described it simply. He said the ceremony felt real, vulnerable, funny, and deeply loving all at once. And that word, intimate, kept coming up. Intimate. In Madison Square Garden, a building that holds 20,000 screaming fans on a normal night, somehow felt small and quiet enough for two people to fall apart in front of each other in the best possible way. Their story has never really needed the spotlight to feel special. It's the small things guests keep talking about. The night before, at their rehearsal dinner, they reportedly sang their favorite rock song together, just the two of them, like it was any regular Tuesday night and not the eve of the biggest day of their lives. Even their car, the same one from their very first date, made an appearance at the wedding. Details like that don't happen by accident. They happen because two people have spent years quietly building a love story worth remembering. And maybe that's why this moment, Taylor singing, Travis crying, is hitting so many people so hard. Because underneath the fame, the headlines, the world stopping to watch, it's still just two people falling in love the same way anyone does. Nervous, honest, completely undone by each other. If this story moved you even a little, you're not alone. Stick around, because there's so much more coming from this wedding that the world is only just beginning to hear about. And if you want to be there the moment the next detail drops, make sure you're subscribed, because stories like this one don't come around very often.